Hello everyone, it's Becky here from Ivy's Corner and I'm back for day number 5 of Inktober Tangles 2025. And today's tangle is another new one for me. It is called StarRite and it is by the lovely Nina Dreher-Göddertz from Germany, and I'm excited to share it with you. I'm going to dive straight in here. Now this is a lovely tangle that kind of has a bit of a, I feel like it's got a bit of an underwater feel to it, and you'll see why I say that, I think. We're going to start doing this tangle. I'm going to do a couple of little versions for it with a couple of different embellishments. We're going to start off with a circle. So we're going to do a nice orb like so. And then we're going to take off from this orb and then do a nice kind of gently curving line out like so. And then turn the tile. I'm going to do that again. We're going to create 5 points coming off of this this circle here, and you can kind of follow the same curve or not, it's up to you. You can kind of play around with the length of your lines as well. Mine are all roughly the same. So we've got these 5 lines now coming off of this central orb, and the next thing we're going to do is to just begin kind of in between. Choose 2 of the lines and begin in between them, and then we're going to draw another curved line that's going to come up and meet the end point of one of these lines here. So we're going to do a curve and end here, and then we're going to come back down and end here. We're kind of creating like a petal, I suppose, but we're stopping short of coming back down to this central orb. I'm going to turn my tile and do the same thing here. So come to the end and then come back down here, turn my tile, and just continue this little series of strokes to create this star, essentially. Kind of little floral sort of star, but I think it looks kind of underwater, like a little starfish. And so this is the basic pattern, but there's lots of different embellishments that you can do. I'm going to add a little bit of rounding to these corners here, just for a little bit of weight. And I'm going to add just some little inky spots coming up one side, or the same side of each of these petals. Kind of just getting slightly smaller as they go. So just, this isn't part of the step out, but this is just one of the things I thought would look nice. There we go. So that's one version of this tangle, and then I'll do one other quick version with some more embellishments here. I'm going to do another orb to begin, and then I'm going to take off from this orb, but I'm going to create like a thicker stem. So rather than just a straight line coming out, I'm going to come out like so and then come back to land just here. So it's kind of almost like more like a tendril coming off here. Like so. And coming back. And I'm going to do, I mean, there's no reason that you would only have to do 5. You could do as many as you wanted. But I'm going to do 5. And obviously these are wholly boring behind my previous version here. And then starting in between these tendrils here, I'm going to come up and attach to the end and then back down. And then the same here. And just keep turning my tile and repeating those series of strokes. In this way. Like that. And so that's that version. I'm going to ink in these tendrils, I think, now as well, just for a bit of boldness. But again, there's lots of different things you could do with this. There's all sorts of different ways of embellishing it and making it your own. So you can really have a play around and see what you like with this tangle. It is a lovely one that Nina's put together. So there's lots of opportunities, from adding orbs to adding even other tangles inside these little spaces here would look really nice. So there, lots of options. In terms of shading, I'm going to keep it quite simple. I'm going to add a little bit to the other side of these, one side of these petals here, the one that doesn't have those inky dots. On this side, and then I'm also just going to add some around my central orb as well, like so. And then the same on this side, just adding some graphite or some of my shading to just one side of these lines. And I'm also going to add a little bit here where this one drops behind its friend, and then simply soften these nice and gently to take away the harsh lines of this graphite. And it's going to just create a real subtle gradient of, I'm going to do a little curve there, very papery tortillon. You can see this paper just coming apart underneath my tortillon here. But it's nice to be able to use these little cute little books, I think. Just where that paper's come adrift, I'm going to just restate some of the black. And that is StarRite by Nina. So let me add that onto here. This is day 5. And this is StarRite by Nina. E-R-T-Z, Nina Dreher-Göddertz. Thank you so much, Nina, for that tangle. Thank you to Stephanie Jennifer for putting together Inktober Tangles 2025. I will see you tomorrow for the next video, and I look forward to seeing you for the rest of them as well. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more, to be notified when I upload more videos, and you can follow me on all the usual social media channels. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.